easiest and best way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer at any time. Anchor creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast without no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app now or go to anchor.fm to get started. I'll meet you at the top. Take care. All right, everybody. All right. Welcome, Ravens fans and listeners, to the new Unscripted Ravens Talk podcast. My name is Big A, and I'm your host for this fan-mazing podcast. This show is about all subjects related to the best football organization in the world, our team, the AFC North champions, Baltimore Ravens. We will do podcast episodes will be published weekly. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this podcast. You can also leave me a voicemail with your questions or comments, and I'll periodically present a select few to add to my show. My general disclaimer, this blog and podcast are my own opinions and do not represent the views or opinions of the Baltimore Ravens or the National Football League or any of its agents. All right. So, I'm joined today by my son, Big Ant. What's up, Big Ant? You there?
What's up? Everything good?
I know that's right. All right. Now, we done got 2 games under our belt. So, we're going to start just, we don't got to, this is like unscripted Ravens talk. So, look, we can talk about anything. So, we ain't got no script. So, look, I think that let's start off with our overall preseason assessment so far.
Yeah, preseason been looking good so far. Got 2 wins under the belt. Lamar, he working. He working slowly but surely. Defense looking good. Defense looking real good. Young guys stepping up. We got a young team this year. So that's good. Young guys flying to the ball. Everything looking good on that end.
Okay. So that sounds good. So what you think about the offense? Let's talk about the offense. Let's start with the offense first.
I think they're doing a vanilla offense. They don't want teams to see too much. Like most of the preseason game, they're doing a lot of vanilla offense. Probably doing base plays. I know the second preseason game they ran a lot of I formation from the center. Quarterback under center, which is new. They usually run a lot of pistol read option with Lamar in. But yeah, the run game looked good. Ingram got some carries. Second game he got some good carries in. So he's gonna be a force. We're gonna be a running back by committee. Gus Edwards, you already know he's north and south. He looked real good. Dixon, he got a battle with that, with the rookie. So the rookie, he played good. He played real good. He got a chance, step up. He need to work on his power run game, because that's the next level for him. Power run game. Obviously, he's gonna be catching out of the backfield a lot though. So, but yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, to me, the offense looked pretty good. I think we need to look at the center and the left guard position, because we're not getting the same push we're getting over there on the yonder side with Zeus Jr. So they're going to need to make sure that we got somebody who's going to do the job on that left side over there by Stanley. Because Stanley is not really a run blocker. He's more of a pass protector.
Finesse.
Yeah.
Stanley ain't no gritty. He ain't that gritty, so yeah, he's going to need some help over there. And they might stick with it into the season, See how it rolls, but I think the running back is gonna help them out a lot. Once some teams get tired of running, it's gonna be easier. That's the only thing about run blocking a little bit easier than pass blocking. When you run, the defense get tired. In the preseason game, that's just one series, so you can't really see too much. Plus, I think they take them guards out, the starting guards out after the first string leaves, I believe. I didn't notice it, but normally they take those starting players out, and in the preseason. So regular season, they might wait till regular season, see what they do in the other quarters. Once some teams start getting tired, we're gonna really see if we really need that much help on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. You know that Rex Ryan said that we had the number 2 defense earlier today, so that was pretty good. Number 2.
Who you got number 1?
Huh? He had the Bears as number 1.
Yeah, okay. Number 1 take. They had a lot of turnovers last year. So it is what it is. I think we tied one. I think we're gonna be a good. Like I said, I think we could be the number 1 defense. We're gonna got a bunch of young guys that are gonna be flying to the ball.
Yeah, they hit like they were hitting in that preseason game.
They're gonna be a defense right there to reckon with. We're gonna have the linebackers coming in and out, defensive line coming in and out. There's gonna be a lot of subs, a lot of sub packages. It's gonna be real nice. Boys gonna be flying to the ball.
Exactly. So, what are some of your takeaways from the Green Bay win?
Green Bay win. Actually, they surprised me. I thought the Green Bay game gonna be a little bit tougher because I know Jags just wasn't. Jags didn't come to play. Plus, that was the first preseason game. I know Packers had a little bit more talent, offensive, defensive wise. Just a little bit more, I think. So, but the game, they actually surprised me. Young guys stepped up, played good. They left the defensive starters in for a good minute. But yeah, takeaways. Running backs ran good. Defense played good. Special teams played real good. Lamar played good. I know he had some penalties. Snead had some penalties, like 3 straight penalties on that one series on that touchdown drive he had. And they called back, which wasn't really a penalty. Hopefully the referee slack up on some of those calls in preseason. They get tightened up also. It's preseason for them too.
I don't think I think the receivers ain't doing Lamar. They're not doing any justice for him either. When they drop those passes, they're gonna have to go out and get those passes. Yeah. He need receivers that can go get the ball. So if you're gonna play another offense, you're gonna have to be able to go get the football. And that's gonna be who start, people that can go get the football.
Yeah.
For receivers.
Yeah, you're right. Like that Willie Snead them got stepped up. Nobody guaranteed a job. And that's what you got. Willie Snead them got to understand. Especially him. Some players come to the Ravens, they think it's guaranteed. It's not a retirement home. It's a new era, so you got to step up and play or somebody next man up. Chris Moore played good too, though. That's one takeaway I took. Chris Moore, he's stepping up every week. He's playing ball. I want to see what Brown's gonna do, but Chris Moore he's taking that next level. I know I believe he's over Snead right now.
I do too.
As we speak, he better than Snead.
Yep.
Got more speed. He's stepping up. They ain't playing special teams, so he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
He's tough. The coaches like him. So more stepping up. He grew on me.
Hey, look, I want to tell everybody, I'm sitting here eating some catfish and fries. That catfish tastes so good. I'm telling you, I got some Old Bay on it, off the chain.
Look at him.
So look, hey, but I like what I see from the defense. I think Wink Martindale, I think he's going to be blitz happy this year. And we got the players to do it.
Yeah. It's good when you got young guys blitzing. They got them fast legs, fresh legs. they want to blitz. You know, once you got some older guys on the team, that blitzing take a toll. You know, so you got some young guys want to make some plays and stay on the team. They're gonna blitz and they're gonna come hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gonna be when we get into the regular season, get to teams like Patriots and stuff like that. When you get audibles, long games, it's gonna be a mental game. The more the mental game gonna start coming out. Hopefully, them young guys step up. That's gonna be our big thing. We could do anybody could do talent, but the mental game and make sure we know that defense is gonna be big. But I think with Earl Thomas, Earl played a little bit too, so Earl Thomas getting him some feel in there. He gonna start making some plays. He gonna go 100%. He just, you know, what I mean, he probably just in there trying to get the feel of the defense now. He ain't really playing like, you know, lights out. But when the lights, camera, action, I believe Earl will come out and show out. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Rex Ryan when he said, "Are you kidding me? They got Earl Thomas."
Mm-hmm.
Earl, he said, "You hear what I say? They got Earl Thomas on that team." That's what Rex Ryan kept saying. He said, "I just don't believe it." He said,
Come on now.
He said, "But they got the player. They got Earl Thomas."
I still can't believe it. I'm like, we really got Earl Thomas. That is unlike the Ravens. You know, let's go out there and get a player like that. We went out and got ET, so that's a big step for us. Normally, you know, the Ravens we don't go out there and get no big name player like that.
Mm-mm.
That's a big name. That's a huge name. You know, I thought we was gonna stick with Weddle for a while until he retired. But for them to make that move like that and let him move on, and he still had game left, he said that was a big move.
So how you think we looking at inside linebacker? You think we doing all right? You think we should have made a better move in free agency?
I think they might still make a move in the middle linebacker. You know, it depends when we get in the live when we get in the real season. You know, they might make a move for a veteran linebacker, but we run that nickel defense, that diamond nickel. So you're gonna have Levine in there a lot. So I didn't think about that at first. So I was like, okay, you know, Osmond Levine's gonna really be that middle linebacker on the side of Osmond outside linebacker, whatever you call it. But he's gonna be the other linebacker right there because, like Levine said, teams are pass happy now. It ain't gonna be that much running, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of Levine, and that's gonna get them young guys, the other linebackers, Borden. What's the other guy's name?
Kenny Young.
Kenny Young, yeah, Borden, Kenny Young. They gonna come in fresh legs, ready to make a statement.
I know that's right.
But boy, he did suffer concussion, so we'll see how long he lasts with that. You know, because once you get one preseason, you're talking about full season. There's gonna be some, you know, injuries. I don't want to put no jinx on it, but
right.
Injuries could happen. You know, things like that.
But everybody tripping out about the pass rush. I'm like, well, the pass rush really wasn't that good last year when Suggs was there. Suggs is like almost 40 years old. So it ain't like we had no outstanding pass rush, no way.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they tripping, but
yeah, think about it. Raven fans gotta understand. Suggs is he cornerstone. You know, I mean, he been there for years, but he was a rotational guy, and he was at the back end. He's the back end of his career. You know, so to make a move now instead of waiting until he retired is a good thing, because if we would have waited, we would have been rushing to fill somebody in. Now you get an extra couple years to build some guys. Yeah, but you never know. There might be some good trade bait like Judon or something. You know.
Yeah, but what they said with Suggs. Yeah, they said Suggs' mom is sick, and he wanted to be close to his mom. That's why he went back. I believe that. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
that sound like something he would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he went to Arizona, so you know, what I mean, it's like he's from Arizona.
Yep.
He's home there, and I wish him the best of luck.
Yep.
But you know, what I mean, it's just both sides figure every time to move on. And it wasn't like the quarterback situation was it. I know a couple people said because they had a young quarterback with Lamar and all that. He went to a team where they got a whole new coach, young coach, a young quarterback, new offense. They're gonna be on the field a lot, defensive wise. So Suggs gonna be playing some ball. Trust me, Suggs gonna be playing a lot of ball over there in Arizona because of that offense gonna be on out the field quick or scoring too quick. But
yeah.
But yeah, for us though, it's a it's a good thing we get them young guys going, rotating. We got a bunch of pass rushers. We got a bunch of them. Tim Williams, Bowser, and I really think Bowser can play that inside. But he,
But I like Jalen Ferguson, though, sack daddy.
yeah,
He's gonna be something serious.
yeah,
I see he got a lot of potential.
yeah, he got potential.
Yeah,
And like as the season go on, the game, like they say with the rookies, the game slows down. They only getting even him. They only getting a short amount of game time.
mm-hmm.
So you get them full games going regular season when there's real football going. It's gonna be a learning time. And you're gonna get that playing time, which is gonna make him progress even more. And he's
Yeah.
still start showing up.
Who do you think the preseason playmakers have been? I want to say I think Borgen been in the mix.
You put Boykin out there, yeah. First game was good.
I like that running back. People don't understand. Anytime you get a running back from OSU, Oklahoma State is like running back university of the world.
Yeah. What running back is that?
Justice Hill. He from Oklahoma State. Yeah, he from Oklahoma State University. Everybody talking about, he run like Barry Sanders. I'm like, that's the program. That's been the same program. They don't never get rid of it.
I see he hit that high knee in the game. I'm like, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
People don't see that little stuff. You hitting high knees in the game.
I'm telling you.
No, and you got to think about it too. That's he running with the backup line.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, you running backup lineman. So it's kind of tough for him to get out there and try to run. And then Dixon is injury prone, and then the two starting backs are power backs. I know Ingram catches the ball a little bit, but Hill's gonna get a lot of playing time. Trust me, I see it right now. It's gonna be a lot of Hill, so get ready. Get ready, Ravens fans.
I'm telling you. Exactly. But one good thing about it is we haven't, knock on wood, we haven't had too many injuries yet. Some teams had a lot more. Hope we don't get no more. But we're going to get some. You know what I'm saying? That's all part of football. Somebody going to get hurt.
Yeah.
But you just hoping that, okay, if they get hurt, maybe somebody that is like a depth player or something, a second string or something like that.
That's one thing with the Ravens, though. Our team is made. We got so many rotational guys that basically almost every position. Receiver, we got a bunch of them. Running back, we got a bunch of running backs. Yep. Linemen, the only thing that we don't have a ton of. Linebackers, the only thing we don't have a ton of. We got plenty of cornerbacks. The cornerbacks just need to step up. We got safeties. We got a bunch of young safeties, so that's a good spot. So we got a lot of depth. That's a good thing. That's a good outlook on it too, because you got a bunch of young guys. You can rotate. Somebody get hurt, next man up. Mm-hmm. So Ravens gonna be big on the next man up thing, because that's how they're running their show. Yeah, which is gonna help, because they're trying to prevent injuries. Not prevent injuries, but they're just building a team to withstand the injuries of a 16-game season. Right. That's a lot of games. Yeah. Like you said, people gonna get hurt. Exactly. You know what I mean? And like Jimmy Smith, he's injury prone. He can get hurt, stuff like that, and it's gonna happen. So we just gotta be ready. And that's a good thing. When we got Carr, Carr probably played. He hasn't missed a game yet. I don't think so.
But I do like how the Ravens are coming in, like basically under the radar, as far as the season's concerned. I don't think a lot of the pundits are believing that they are going to put together a pretty good team, but I think they are with what they got. If you got a good defense, if you got the number 2 defense predicted, if you can have the number 2 defense, we'll say Rex Ryan prediction come true. If you can have the number 2 defense, you just need an offense that just can wear down the clock. We ain't got to score 100 points a game. We're going to go back to old school Ravens football. We might win games by 2 touchdowns or maybe 1 touchdown. We ain't going to score a whole lot of points. but we just going to basically take it and run the football the whole game, and the defense is just going to be chilling. They're going to be resting. They're going to be rested defense like they did last year, and you can see that paid dividends for the team, especially once they got towards the playoff.
And look at some of the old Ravens teams. I'm just saying, like, come on now, like our quarterbacks, our offense weren't that great back then when we had them good defenses, and they were not exciting at all. We probably had Jamal Lewis, Shannon Sharp, and Ty Heap. That's about it. Like, I'm not talking about it, but I'm trying to be real. With just defense, and we had a good run game. Ray Rice, run game. Jamal Lewis, run game. Defense played ball and got turnovers. So, but that's the one thing we got to fix. And I think with the Earl Thomas, he's that Ed Reed type of safety that we haven't seen in a while. The Ravens most of the Ravens fans forgot about. Turnover making safety is big, and we need turnovers. Yeah. That's why they proclaiming the Bears to be the number one defense, because they had turnovers. But like the media said, it's going to be hard for them to get that same amount of turnovers. The Bears are saying get the same amount of turnovers they had last year. So for us, all we need is a couple. And we get a couple turnovers, way more. We really had no turnovers. We get some sacks, some turnovers. We'll be in the building, and they're gonna really see us, And then especially if we get turnovers down like with a short field, that's gonna be better for Lamar. Well, Lamar, I believe they're gonna get touchdowns. Lamar, like he said, he got a little frustrated because they don't make he want to score when you get in the zone. He said, so they're gonna make an emphasis on scoring. We got too many running backs. Ingram and Gus are gonna score, so be ready to see a lot of them in the zone. Trust me, we had, like last year, people understand, we had a whole different team. We started off season with, this team that made it, it switched game 6. You had Collins and everybody. You know what I mean? It was a whole different team last year.
Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah. But Alex Bent with the Ravens report said that the Ravens could be contenders if they change 3 things. And one of the 3 things they mentioned, they were saying the injury bug. But I think we done conquered that. Whatever they did with the training program and getting a new fitness coordinator and all that they did, I think that paid dividends last year because they didn't have as many injuries. We used to get all our injuries in practice. So the injury bug has gotten better. So it's not as bad as it used to be. I don't know what they did. I got some new people in there. Then they say first round receiver bust. They said we keep drafting receiver bust. But I think this year, I think that's going to change. I think we got 2 receivers this year that's going to change that.
Yeah, Boykin is he's going to be a star.
Yeah, Boykin. I think Boykin the truth. I like Boykin.
Boykin he's gonna be Lamar's safety safety valve. So Lamar's he's gonna hit him a lot. You know what I mean? And we got those tight ends. The tight ends are better than the receivers we had over years. Period. You know what I mean? Except for Ty Heat. That's Ty Heat. But and Pitter's big too. But those tight ends we got now are real nice. And like I said, Andrews, Hurst gonna jump on the scene. Andrews is already there. We got tight ends and young receivers. Moore's stepping up, and that's good. You know what I mean? For Moore to step up like that. So it's gonna be a whole different scene, especially if Brown is the player that we think he is, hitting big over the head catches from Lamar. You know what I mean? Because that's what the offense is gonna be. It's gonna be run the ball, play action, deep ball.
Yep.
And they connect, and Lamar when he started getting that confidence, connecting on those deep ball, you can't tell him nothing. So as long as he stays out of media and don't listen to all the fan criticism about Flacco and stuff like that, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
We gotta understand Flacco was there, but the running backs had more receiving yards they had more receiving yards than anybody when Flacco was under offense. When he was in charge. So now
and Flacco really wasn't that accurate either. People keep forgetting that. They always talking about Lamar ain't accurate. Flacco wasn't accurate either. If you really think about it, he was all right, but he wasn't like the most accurate quarterback in the world. Flacco used to throw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks they say are accurate throw a lot of interceptions. When 2019, the offenses are throwing the ball a lot, and teams are getting a lot of picks. And at the end of the day, Lamar took us to the playoffs. Our defense is good, so the teams that play us are going to throw a lot of picks and interceptions. So it's gonna balance itself out.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in this season the same way they did last season. That's to let the offense stay out, keep the defense out on the field. Our defense rest, and then when our defense come out there, they dominate, and we just go and win the game like that.
Yeah, and exactly how it's gonna go. Defense, run the ball. I'm talking about. You gotta understand. You got a good run game. And then you got a quarterback that can run the ball and does things that people they still haven't seen the Lamar Jackson show. That's the thing about it. We got a sample size last year. We about to get a full taste of Lamar Jackson. He's gonna change. He's gonna change the game. He's gonna get back to that. Like even Michael Vick, like he didn't run like that. This guy run like a running back.
This guy's special, man.
Yeah, he's that. He real. Like I try to tell you when we drafted him, get ready.
I still remember when you said, "Dad, check this guy. We need to draft him." And I told you, I'm like, "We don't need no quarterback. We got Flacco." Remember that?
I know. Hey, and I might have been the only Raven fan that said we need to go get Lamar.
Yeah, you was like, "Pops, we need Lamar." I'm like, Lamar? We don't need no quarterback. We got Flacco.
We got to go get him. We got to get Lamar Jackson. I know the Flacco era is done. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get rid of him because I know how our Ravens is. I know they hold on to players until they done. They can have 2 torn ACLs. We're going to still hold them. But, which ain't a bad thing because we're showing loyalty to the player and more players want to come. But we got to change the atmosphere of the team. I knew he was going to bring excitement. Everything. We wouldn't be this excited if we had Flacco and Collins and them at running back, and the same old stuff that we used to do.
See, Ravens fan don't even really know what we have on our team right now. On our team right now, we probably have we're going to have the NFL's next superstar. Lamar Jackson is about to lead the NFL. He's going to be the number 1 player in the NFL. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah. It's already happening. And people just sitting back and they keep asking these questions. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, what about what? Did you see that play he just ran? Yeah. The dude just jumped across somebody. Man.
I'm just saying, like, I'd rather have that than us dumping off the running backs just to get completions. I'm just saying, like, for Flacco, it was a running back dump off to get a completion percentage. When you try to get quarterback stats and you don't care if you're losing the game, we ain't trying to win. What are we trying to do? We're going 8-8 every year. It's time to win some football games. It's time to go to the Super Bowl.
But you know what the sad part about it is that the fans became complacent with that record. They got to where they tried. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, give them another chance. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Yeah, you gotta understand. We won a Super Bowl with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, but like they were playing. Like at the end of the day, until you find the winning formula again, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so the teams that we had, I know they were connected to. That's my team. I know we were connected to Flacco and the other players that came through, but they were a part of the team, Super Bowl team. Yes, they made big plays. Yes, made some big plays. The Denver game was huge. That was like one of my favorite games of Flacco, but that was years ago. And Ray Lewis and Ed Reed was on that team, So for us, we need to find that formula again. That's why we got Earl Thomas. You know what I mean? That's why we got Johnson back there. We're trying to find that formula again.
So who you think need to start next to Judon on the other side? Who you think gonna start there? Think it's gonna be McPhee or gonna be one of them young cats? I think it'll be Jalen Ferguson. They might as well put him in there.
I think you pick McPhee in there.
Yeah, to start off. Yeah, to start off.
McPhee pop it in there, then you rotate.
McPhee's slow though. McPhee's slow now.
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna be McPhee gonna know them defenses. I mean the offenses. You know, he's gonna be able to do. You know, play. He's gonna be able to get everything in order. You know, the team's gonna be coming in. You know, you don't want no young guy out there going blank. So they're gonna ease Ferguson and ease Tim Williams and Bowser. Bowser got, he got some turnover presence to him. I know it might seem small, him picking off balls and practice and tip balls and take them to the end zone.
So you saying you like Bowser? I don't know. I think Bowser is underwhelming.
Yeah, he's still under development, but I like him. You know what I mean? I think he got some playmaking ability to him. He's a physical freak. So I think he gonna step up. He's gonna be a good. He might be
one of those players that just need more snaps.
Yeah. Doesn't he play football?
Yep.
They let him do that. He'd be good.
But they should try him in the middle. I always said that. I'm like, won't they try him in the middle of the defense?
Yeah, I think you try him in the middle. You got guys.
He got the size. Look how he's big like that. Man, he could tear the defense up, and he can go sideline to sideline, and he can cover.
Another my bad. I was just thinking about it too. Another player that you saying that popped off my eyes was Ricard.
Oh yeah, that guy's something serious.
He's something serious.
Ricard playing three. He got like 3 positions.
That boy playing ball. I've seen his name 100 times. That's all I seen was his jersey.
Yep.
So that's a good pickup right there.
Because that was Greg Roman's idea. He said, "Hey, let's try Ricard in the backfield as a fullback." Because he played fullback in college.
Right.
Or in high school somewhere. But anyway, I think it was college. He played a little bit in college, I think. So he got a little fullback experience. So they were like, okay, he got a little fullback experience. And we can use him on the defensive line?
Yeah.
They said he
doing it.
Huh?
I said he doing it too. And all it is his number was flashing a lot. I could just see your number flashing like that. You make a play. And that's like a basic football fan. You see somebody making plays all the time. Their number always run the ball. He's gonna get some snaps, and he might become a starter at D tackle or something like that. He's not D tackle, but he's gonna be a good heavy rotational guy.
They saying I word on the street, Hollywood might play this Thursday.
If they do, they gotta just be careful.
Yeah, don't injure him. We already know what he can do. He gonna catch the ball. He gonna make something happen. So that's why they're not trying to rush that guy in there. For what? Just so the fans can say, "Oh, he can catch." We already know he can catch.
Yeah.
We already know he's fast. So we don't need him to get well for the real games.
Yeah. We don't want to start his career off by being injury prone.
Exactly.
He's a little guy. He ain't that big, The little guys last a little like 3 or 4 years, and it's wrap. We need him to be like Deshaun Jackson, last for a long time. That's about one of the only little guys you can see around that's been around for a minute. So.
Well, I can't wait to see him in Lamar though. Boy, that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something pretty right there, boy.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be something serious. I'm telling people. People like, okay, them two. They gonna make things out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I envision with them two. Whenever a play is busted down, they got 3rd and long. Lamar to Hollywood Brown is gonna be the play. That's gonna be the game. That's how they're gonna decide the games right there. Or Lamar Jackson to Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Boykin.
Yeah.
Chris Moore, Snead. Snead catch sometime.
Yeah.
Well, he's slow though. Snead's slow.
Yeah, Snead ain't gonna break no. He ain't gonna break no.
Look, I'm like, what? He got big feet or something, or what?
He just ain't that guy. You know what I mean? That just ain't his.
No, he catch pretty good though. I like Snead though.
Yes, I like Snead.
Yeah, I like Snead, man. He catching the clutch sometimes.
Yeah, he got some clutch.
But all that stuff all them drops they were doing the last game when he was throwing that ball in the middle of that defense, they're gonna have to clean that up. They're gonna have to catch those balls. Those balls they can catch. Even the one that the tight who was that? Was that a tight end? When somebody dropped, they talking about he underthrew it. No, he didn't. It was underthrown, but he still could have caught the ball. Sometimes you got to go get the ball.
This football, not everything's gonna be perfect.
Exactly.
I don't know what perfect quarterback out there throwing perfect balls every play.
Exactly.
You got defensive linemen hitting everything. So if people listen to the media and get caught up in that, they're gonna start judging Lamar wrong. And we his own fans, we give Flacco all the leeway, which is not leeway, but just all the passes. Give Lamar passes. He's a second-year guy.
Flacco got to win. I don't even think Flacco wanted to win anymore. He wasn't even a football player to me.
He didn't want to be there. I'm talking about motivating the guy. You know, they had video of him, Ray Lewis back there hyping him up. He wasn't playing no more. He looked right at Flacco, hype him up. Let's go. You got to be catalyst to the team. They want some excitement. A big play that Lamar makes will hype the team up, hype the defense up. People gotta understand that little bit of juice is gonna help the team. You gotta be motivated. That's motivation right there. A big run, something like that is gonna help. Period. As long as he slides and stays healthy.
I know that's right.
He runs like a running back. The boy is nice.
Yeah, he's insane, man. That guy is, like I say, he's gonna be the next superstar this year. He's gonna be one of the NFL superstars. They can say Baker Mayfield, Tyler Murray, Saquon Barkley. Okay, they gonna all do that stuff. But this guy here is gonna set records, and it's gonna be everybody gonna be wanting to see this guy play. Everybody gonna want to see him play. At the end of the day, every week, the whole NFL gonna want to see him play football.
Oh yeah, and that's what we need. Need that excitement.
You hear what Aaron Rodgers told him? Aaron Rodgers said, "Man," he said, Aaron Rodgers was like, "Wow."
And then the Green Bay Packers, they was talking about the play.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was like, "Man, you exciting to watch."
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that's kind of slide more.
You see you slide out.
Yeah, he said start sliding a little bit. He said, but other than that, you good.
Other than that, you good now.
Yeah.
You that slide. But he's so fast, people understand. He ain't running 40. I think he's fast.
Yeah, he like stupid fast.
Brown fast, but I think Lamar on some other stuff. Brown fast now, but woo. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. But a lot of the pundits saying they predicting the Ravens going to make a huge leap in 2K19. So we're going to see about that one.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a big leap. He got Lamar got a full year under his belt.
Yeah.
I mean, full offseason under his belt as the number one. He's not running trick plays. And I'm talking about, you got to understand, that guy was running trick plays at least the first 3 games he even started. He's still running those gimmick plays, So for them to build a whole offense around him, let him get comfortable as the main quarterback, number one quarterback of the team, the leader of the team. That's gonna be big. It's gonna be all new, thing to watch. It's a new boost, new offense for the team, new players. I believe we got football players on the team now, like some good football players on offense. It ain't gonna be the greatest, but you got good players that they know their position and they know what they're gonna do. And that's the big thing. Like I said, Boykin,
another thing they know too.
Boykin is a good sight.
Hey.
Like the past other receivers we had, Boykin is a good sight.
But you know another thing too. They know these players on that team know that. Hey, look, if we don't cut the mustard, we out of here.
Yeah.
This ain't the old Ravens where they keep players around for 2 and 3 years. That ain't gonna never. Okay, well, he gonna be better this year. Look how long it took him to get rid of Elam. Elam was like there 4 years or something.
Yeah.
It took you 4 years to realize this guy was a bust.
It's like that. They want to. They're trying to get the most out of that contract.
Right. And I know how it is. But once you get them, and you already know what they're going to do after 1 or 2 years. After Elam's second year, they should have figured out Elam's a bust.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are we wasting our time on him? Let's go ahead and draft somebody to replace him and get rid of him. You know what I mean? Try to make him trade bait before people find out he's too sorry.
Yeah.
But see, they learning how to do that. I think Eric DeCosta is bringing that in there. I've learned how to dish players to other teams for draft picks that probably won't work out for that team, but they don't know it.
Yeah. DeCosta, he's starting to, bring a new era in with his GM style. And exactly what you said. We're in a win now time. We got a young team. It's time to get these guys full go and believing they can win now. So even if we don't make Super Bowls and stuff like that, 3 or 4 years when some of these teams retire their quarterbacks and defensive players, we got a young squad that's been playing for years, So that's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
And then,
but like Harbaugh said today, after the game on his press conference, he said it's good for these young players to know how it feels to win. Learn how it feels to win. Even though it's a preseason game, it don't mean nothing, but you know how it feels to win a game.
Yeah. You feel like you're undefeated if you go undefeated in preseason. You feel like you're undefeated already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of teams don't understand. And see, a lot of them teams not playing their personnel. Okay, you might have a leg up, but that player might need to play a couple downs. Baker Mayfield ain't been around that long where he need to sit out that much of the preseason. But that's what they want to do. So I guess he's that good now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a second year, so I guess he's that good now when he ain't got to play in the preseason no more. But that's their choice. But I see our defense played the whole game almost. I was like, ain't it time for the defense to get
Hey.
I thought we seen enough. I said, I think I seen enough of the defense.
Yeah,
They can go you go and pull them out, let them chill.
Yeah, pull them out, let them chill now. Don't need no injuries.
For real. I was like, Marlon Humphrey was out there for like 3 quarters, man. I was like, good gracious.
Marlon Humphrey too now. We ain't gotta I think he gonna be one of the ones.
And Marlon Humphrey, they saying Marlon Humphrey so good.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey.
Remember Humphrey? We scouted him, didn't we? We was like, I don't know about Pops. I'm like, I think he gonna be all right.
He Alabama player. I knew he was gonna do something. I seen him in there. He actually he's playing better than his counterpart, Fitzpatrick.
Who?
Fitzpatrick is better. Fitzpatrick for Kirkpatrick. Not Kirkpatrick. One of them from the Miami Dolphins. He played for Alabama. But anyways, all I'm saying is Marlon Humphrey playing better as of right now. So that's a good sign.
And we'll talk about that, as we do our different episodes, and we also talk about some of the players that we wanted our team to draft, some of the players that I want them to draft, and some of the players that Big Ant wanted them to draft, and a lot of those players are doing good on their prospective team that we could have had. So that tells me that we got to take a look at our scouting department, saying, hey, how are we missing these guys right here? You know what I mean? When we in the position to draft them, why did we know they were going to be that good?
Right.
Why didn't they know that Kamara was going to be that good? I knew it. And I'm sitting at the house, and I knew he was going to be a superstar, and I'm sitting at the house. You paying guys $100,000 a year to find a player like him, and they couldn't even find him.
Right.
And we could have drafted him easily. We didn't have to trade or nothing. He was right there. We could have just snatched him, took it on to the house.
Yeah,
but
got a bunch of those.
That's here or there. You know what I mean? We could have, should have, would have. But, that's just the way it is. But all right. But, hey, we want to thank everybody for listening to our first podcast. And we're going to start hitting y'all up on the regular with a little more content. It was nice talking about our team. And I think we're going to do big things this year, and I'm very excited, looking forward to that. So, Ant, what you want to close out saying? What's your closeout thoughts?
Yeah, early preseason, we're looking good. 2-0. Next game coming up. Gonna see how everything goes. hopefully we start cutting back on some of the starters playing in the game. I think we got a good sample size of what it's going to be like. Now I think we go into playing some of the backups, the young guys, and see who can step up and probably make the roster.
And that's what we'll be talking about in the next couple of episodes through the preseason. Right. We'll be just talking about some of our depth players, some of our rookies, how they playing in these games, in the preseason game. Because that's what it's about. It's just checking out our rookies and our depth, just to see what we got. Because we already know what the starters are going to do. So we want to know what the person behind that starter, what can they do? And that's what we're going to find out in these next couple of 2 games before we head into the regular season, in which we ain't got long. We only got like 29 days. So the season is not 29 days. How many days we got, Ant?
I don't even know, but I know September is football regular season.
We under 30 days. I know that. We probably around 19 or something like that. But anyway.
We are under.
Yeah, but yeah, so all right, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining us. We looking forward to hearing from you. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Leave a phone number on the messages. I might call you and put you on the show. All right, Ant. We out of here.
All
talk
right.
to you later.
See y'all later.
All right. Peace.
Go Ravens.